by that bridge and now has taken over that small building right there. It looks like they're pretty confident in challenging up players coming from CMFxGSM.
Yeah, I mean, Mad Cat really went mad in there. He got a 3 elimination album and just get rowdy right now, being hit. And Flax is just this guy that you don't want to go against, especially if he had that scope. But Adi Cloak has been taken out. Leo needs a little bit of momentum to grab and make that nade shot as Rowdy is flanking together with D46. The duo might be able to survive this battle and pick up their teammates.
Yeah, CMFxGSM, they're already at a disadvantage, but you know what? Alter Ego, they're looking to get into the mix as well, probably to avenge his teammates, but Rowdy goes in for that nade! Makes it happen for CMFxGSM. Mr. MVP qualifiers right here, just eliminated the rest of the teams that kind of surrounded them inside this compound. YOODO Alliance from Malaysia has now been sent back to the lobby, but you know what? Alter Ego's Fnatic, I saw him right behind YOODO Alliance. So
it's a good thing that STALWART Esports will have those broken walls and ruins, but how much can they survive? And there goes a takedown. Emo Top will be the only one remaining out of the 4 players from STALWART Esports. CMF though, they have 3 players to their side. They have a River on one side and good back onto that wall. Mernat Boy will not be surviving as Superboy will be taking him out. And Bigetron Red Villains, though they have 3 survivors to their side, only one is showing and is trying to take down either XERXIA or Genesis Esports, and STALWART Esports top will be part of the party. 4 team remaining. What? It's from afar. It is RNJ who goes in for a nade, takes down XERXIA.
It was very obvious STALWART Esports will go out because they're actually right there in the middle, surrounded by a lot of squads. But let's take a look at what NERPICO is doing right at this moment as he charges up against Boom Esports. Oh my goodness, but it looks like RRQ this time was the one that gets eliminated from that engagement. So Boom still has a chance to get inside stage number 5 inside ERANGEL, putting up a total of 5 elimination points under their belt. So 9 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen, and getting back to the previous area, we can see at least 4 squads here. We've got Genesis, CMFxGSM, Bigetron, and XERXIA. So man, this is gonna be a bloodbath.
Yeah, this is becoming brutal, especially for those with only 1, and that is Master Ichi, who isn't receiving end. If in case names will be thrown at him or all utilities will be thrown at him, he will be having difficulty to get away. But the next stage will be closing in, or the previous stage will be closing in, and let's see who else will be shown right now. They are still in the next stage of Circle, so I don't think anyone will be backing off from this fight, Red Queen.
This is where the this is where the party is, gentlemen. I mean, just look at the circle. Sem9 now has to cross to get into this spot. And 7 element, okay, everyone is actually just very close, but T2K Esports, as you can see, they will have to swim a bit, but they have to do it fast and not to get the attention of the rest of the teams that are just right up in front of them, because that would be catastrophic for the side of T2K Esports, considering that they only have 3 players, so only 3 chances until they get eliminated. So let's check out CMFxGSM. 9 elimination points, not bad, but coming off from the kill feed, I think players coming from GLU squad is also in a battle right as we speak. Not sure though who or like which of the teams they are having an altercation with. Sem9 still rotating, trying to find a good location for them as well. This is a good thing, because most of the teams sometimes, or like most of the players, are a little bit afraid to go for that rotation, but you need to survey, I mean, the spots, right, just to make sure you are not about to get eliminated if someone's trying to do a sneak up on you.
Yeah, and well, unfortunately for Sem9, Dep has been taken out.
Yeah, so that is a good flank right there.
Indeed, and looking at the map right now, no one's bothering them. And speaking of not bothering, XMPL right now is not really bothered on what the rest of his teammates is doing. The Doki is an engagement, especially with nade hit that he has done against CMFgSM. But Rody and Memo will need to back off because not only will they be facing against T2K, Sem9 will be closing in a bit, especially with the next stage, as we can see in the minimap, and 7 Element on the high ground. So a lot of hiding as well as rotating will be done in a bit. We have 15 seconds remaining, and the next stage will be closing.
Yeah, you know what? Is this going to be the redemption for the side of CMFgSM? Yeah, because, well, they haven't really been performing, you know, from day number 1, and this is like probably the first time I've seen them really close in this much points. So I do hope they remain committed, you know, towards the goal and getting that winner chicken dinner. They are already at the edge of the zone though, but they still have the best advantage up against T2K because they have the higher ground and T2K is just down below, so they can just make it rain nades, right? So I'm looking at you, CMFgSM.
Let's see if they'll be able to do so, because so far they are in the losing end earlier, especially with Doki starting it up, and the smokes covering CMFgSM might be able to do so. They are receiving all those nades, but as you can see, they're just rotating. They're not catching any of those damage, and it is Rowdy who got that hit, and it's back to Memo. Not quite sure if a Memo is for him survive, but he is going against 3 players, and here comes an EVOS hit. Memo goes in for 1. There goes another 1v2, but shot is coming in from behind, and there goes Memo being taken out by the nade from Doki. T2K is alive, and they are trying to kill.
Yeah, I mean, Doki is getting the information from XMPL and who TF is love, so he knows where to throw that nade. Boom Esports, on the other hand, is already being surrounded by 7 Element right here. T2 for the MVP in this tournament. Just made sure that he gets another point for the team, and just like that, ladies and gents, Boom Esports has now been eliminated, which brings us down to just 5 teams remaining, and it looks like Bigetron Red Villains is the one leading with the best chance of getting that WWCD.
Yeah, and they have a greater chance in terms of percentage, but let's see on what rotation, what surprises can be brought in. 30 seconds before the stage 6 closes and the next stage shows up. Mikyal from Sem9 as well as the rest of the gang just going to church, waiting for the next intervention to happen, as 7 Element, a pick from Red Queen Gaming, survives that engagement against Boom Esports, and Superboy going in for a super nade on to XERXIA. One goes down, another one in the battle. RNG waiting for RNG to happen, and he goes down from Lapar's DBS.
Oh, gentlemen, 7 Element is still alive.
Yeah.
Okay, with 3 members nonetheless. But you know what, T2K Esports is trying to do, you know, a little bit of a tap fire with a Mini 14 right here. XMPL trying to inflict damage onto the rest of 7th Element. It's a good thing though, because they have some proper cover, I might say. So I believe they are safe. But again, we're talking about the final 4 teams are remaining, and Sem9 as well as T2K, man, they're still outside. And now that they have given off their location and from which direction they will be coming from, I'm pretty sure 7 Element and BTR would be pointing their guns at them.
Yeah, let's see on what will happen. And I love, initially I don't love the spread that is being shown by T2K, because they're a little bit too spread too thinly. But with the aggressiveness that has been shown, especially coming from Doki, he can manage his ground and he can go in for the rush, and the rest of the gang will still be surviving. Superboy goes down from the hands of Doki, and we are left with 3 teams. It is a 3v3 situation as Bigetron Red Villains will be eliminated. Still, the advantage goes to it switched to Sem9, but with a cover that has been taken by all of these teams, Turo Love was able to take down Manpara, who takes that advantage away.
Yeah, I mean, coming from the position where T2K was at previously, they did an awesome job just to get here to this stage and still assume more points, right? 7-9, they're not in the best of positions considering that they're sandwiched between 7-Element and T2K Esports. So there's a big chance that they will be, eliminated first. But let's talk about the best team that will have a chance to grab on that chicken. Of course, it's 7-Element with 46%. I mean, every team has a 3 members, right? But okay, there's a huge pressure for 7-9 and T2K. So 7-Element, all they need to do is just really be patient and just wait.
Yeah, and there you go. T24 right now taking down Mikiel and Kenny, who's trying to nade them down. XMPL will be taken out by Kenny, and Love on the other side trying to survive. Only a few HP remaining. Kenny's still on point with that accuracy, and XMPL might not be surviving. Love has been taken down, and it is left to one Doki. And from up 4, 7-Element is just waiting, sightseeing, I would say, and putting in a little bit of shots and giving them. It's a 1-2-3 right now with 7-Element on the lead and higher advantage. Doki is trying to rush against 7-9. Not quite sure if this is smart, but well, that is what you can do to get back against a team who put down your teammates.
Yes, I mean, good defense coming from the side of 7-9, considering the location they were in, or like the situation they were in. From that angle, they were in between T2K and 7-Element. But you know what? Doki, all right, is still trying to defend his team. This is not up to you, brother. You need to make this happen. He goes in for that massive spray, but completely missed the opportunity to actually shut down at least one of the players coming from 7-9. But 7-9, it looks like they are already charging. Oh, man, again, it's not the best of spot. This is a vulnerable spot, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Doki right now, unsuspecting on what Alien will be bringing in. Divine takes down a 7-9, and it's a 1v3 situation. A clutch might be happening, but I don't think Red Queen will be wanting that. Alien has been taken down, though. It's down to a 1v2, and with them together, it doesn't give that much advantage for Doki. So all they have to do is just rain nades on him, and T24 as well as Divine might be able to take it down, but recovery has been down. But Doki, I'm quite sure he can grab a little bit of armor as well as helmet. But T24 right now goes in, rain bullets. Let's see if the Mauler will make it work.
Oh my goodness, my heart is already racing. Oh, accurate nade, but Doki was able to heal up. What a good timing right there. Of course, Element going in for the pinch, trying to squeeze in a Doki in this situation, but there is this a big concrete wall right in between of them that actually stopped these two teams to actually go for one another. 2v1 situation, ladies and gentlemen, and with that coming from Divine, T2K Esports goes out. 7-Element catching the winner chicken dinner.
A point goes to 7-Element.